Hey there everyone, and welcome back to Real Living, and welcome if you're new. My name's Ashley, and this video I am tackling my filthy car. But I have been MIA for at least 2 weeks, and I am also going to give you somewhat of an explanation for that, but it's just been really crazy. So come along with me and let's get motivated. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening.
So to start things off, unrelated to the filthy car, we were able to get a new heater for the porch area. All of the really bad cold fronts that have come through, it actually snowed in northern part of Florida where we are located. It was only really cold and really wet, so we didn't experience the fun part. But we overworked the heater that was out there, and it was so old that it finally just went kaput. So I had to purchase a new one, and I absolutely love the way this one turned out. It's super old school, kind of vintage looking, and I just really love it. But on a different subject, I have been MIA for the past 2 weeks, and it has just been so much craziness around this house. And I am officially a working mom again. It has been 14 years since I got a job, and this is just it's so crazy. There is just so much that is on my plate now, and it is insane. But I am going to be able to get it done. I'm strong enough to do it. I know I am. But the downfall to that is that, unfortunately, I don't think I will be able to keep up on YouTube the way I was before. So, my plan is to try to get a video out every 2 weeks instead of once a week. So, I am still going to be working on my YouTube while I'm working at my job, but it's just going to take me a little bit longer to kind of figure out the flow of things, to figure out the scheduling and things like that. So fingers crossed that I will be able to get it done. But as you can see, I have moved into working on the car, and it is absolutely filthy. This car is just so dirty. I have really neglected her lately, and it is such a shame. But there's just been a lot going on with my new job. I am officially doing deliveries, and I am basically working for myself through one of the companies that does deliveries. And it's honestly a really good experience because I am able to pick and choose my own times, and I am going to be working all throughout the week and trying to save my weekends for like nighttime deliveries, because those are the days that are the most busy. So that's probably where I'm going to be able to make my most money. But the reason I did this was because we really needed something that was going to get me money now instead of monthly. And I do not get paid very much a month for YouTube, so I need something stable that's going to get me something paid at least weekly. And this poor car has been through so much with me these past couple of weeks. I never ever take my dogs in the car, but you will see that it is completely covered in dog hair, and Rubble's drool is everywhere. So I did have to break my rule, and I had no choice but to put the dogs in the car. And since the car will be something that I will be using for delivering and stuff like that, it needs to be cleaned. So that's what I had to get done. There is just so much in this car that needed to be cleaned. It is crazy. But I wanted to get it super clean and get it really nice and get it back to her prime, so that when I start all of the delivering and start working, I have a clean space to work in. And there has been so much going on that a lot of it is a little too personal to put out, because this is the internet, and the internet can be extremely brutal. So there are certain aspects of my life that I want to kind of keep to myself. And it's been really hard. There's been a lot of depression, a lot of emotions, and it has just been overall just a lot. And it's a lot to deal with, especially all of the changes, because it has been 14 years since I held a job. And although this job is very easy, it is still a added responsibility. So it has been a lot to put on us as a family. And so I just wanted to come on here and basically apologize to you guys, because I know that I was just MIA and I wasn't able to reach out. I didn't get the chance to let you guys know what was going on. And although I can't exactly let you know exactly what's going on right now, just know that we've got this. We are strong, we are capable, and we are going to get through it like we always do. But it is a struggle, and it is definitely an adjustment. And so to figure that out, I want to continue to do YouTube, but I am also going to have to make my actual job a little bit more of a priority. So unfortunately, it won't be weekly videos. It's probably going to be every 2 weeks on the videos, but I'm hoping to still be able to get everything put together and continue to entertain you guys, because I do really, really enjoy this. But getting back to the car, there is just so much to clean, and I think probably about 90% of cleaning this car was vacuuming all the dog hair out of it. But also having to go through and wipe down everything, including the doors and some of the fabric on the chairs, the floorboards, the dashboard, the door jambs. Everything needed to be cleaned on this car. So that is what I was able to finally get done, and I love how beautiful this car turns out every time it gets cleaned.
All the time, I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when it's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that it moves and the way that it laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him all the time, I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter, I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. All the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real, cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new, even if we stay in bed. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter, I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter, I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter.
This side here is actually the side that is the worst with the dog hair and the rubble drool, because this is where they were sitting when I took them to the vet and to the park and stuff like that. Just kind of clearing our head, hanging out together, things like that. And then obviously not necessarily medical reasons, but going to the vet for their checkups and stuff like that. I had no choice but to break my rule and put them in my car. And it was so frustrating, because now look at my car. But at least it is pretty easy to get it all cleaned and get all of that dog hair out, just going back and forth, constantly with that vacuum. There are tools that we have that we could use, but I wanted to try to use the vacuum first and see if I can get at least majority before I used any of those tools. And I ended up getting more than majority, and I didn't have to use anything else. So it really worked out to my benefit, but it was just so overwhelming with the amount of dog hair. It is just crazy, and it being a dark color on the inside of this vehicle, it just shows up like it is basically I vacuumed up a dog. If you really want to think about it, there is so much hair that it seems like I vacuumed up a dog. So I was able to get it all clean and everything, and thankfully I only had to use the vacuum.
If you want. Hard to say yeah. I wanna now. Yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want.
I've got something on my mind. I bet you know what I'm thinking about. You know I can't stop loving you. Every time when you're looking at me, it feels like my heart is skipping a beat, yeah. You know I can't live without you. You make me crazy in a good way, so come on, babe.
And then just going through with my simple Mrs. Meyer's. It is super safe on all of these plastics and leathers and everything. So I like to use it in the car as well because it is very gentle, but it is also strong enough to get all the nastiness off of there. And then after I got everything wiped down, I was able to get the door jambs and everything else. I did not film cleaning the windows, but I did get those done. But everything else was just giving it a good scrub with the brush to get into all the little nooks and crannies and cracks and crevices, and then giving it a quick spray down and a good wipe down with a microfiber towel. And I'm telling you, that little combo with the brush and the microfiber usually for me gets everything. And sometimes I need to use the air to blow things out, but this time I actually didn't. I was able to get it all with just the brush and the microfiber, and it just turned out so good. I'm really surprised at how clean this car comes when it looks as bad as it did.
Let's talk. Let's talk about love, like you and me all night, and let's talk about love. Feeling alright, and let's talk about love. Yeah, baby, come and dance with me. You're everything I'll ever need. So let's talk about love. Can I take you out tonight? Kiss you in the moonlight. There is no place I'd rather be. Come on, girl, we can take my car, drinking some beers in your favorite bar, yeah. You know I can't live without you. You'll make me crazy in that good way. So come on, baby, let's talk. Let's talk about love, like you and me all night, and let's talk about love.
Now, the outside of the car was definitely super filthy and really dirty, but it does not really compare to the inside of the car with the amount of dirt and dog hair and everything else in there. But I was able to get it washed, and I just started with rinsing it down. I didn't use the pressure washer this time or anything like that. I just used the water hose and a bucket full of the soap and just gave it a spray down, cleaned it up top to bottom, and then sprayed it off. Every time I spray off another section, you'll see me come back to the one side to kind of get it wet or spray it off a little more. That's just basically to keep it wet so that the water spots don't dry on the car, and it gives me a chance to clean the whole car before I dry it off so that I can keep it wet and not have water spots, and I can dry it off before anything sets in, because having a black vehicle, if you let the water sit on it, you will see those water spots. It is completely different than our truck that is a white vehicle. That likes to blend in and it hides everything, but this black car, as shiny as she is, shows every imperfection. And so I wanted to make sure to keep the water on everything so that I was able to get it dried in a timely manner, but also be able to wash it all and not have to worry about drying each section and then having to dry it again because a little bit of water got back on it. So I would rinse it, I'd wash it, I'd rinse it again, and as I'm doing each section, I am rinsing the entire car just to keep it wet so that when I do dry it, I don't have to worry about it.
Something on my mind. I bet you know what I'm thinking about. I've got something on my mind. Let's talk about love, like you and me all night. And let's talk about love. I'm feeling alright. And let's talk about love. Yeah, baby, come and dance with me. With everything you'll ever need. So let's talk about love.
Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting.
And then finally, before I'm able to get the whole thing dry, I wanted to get the wheels done, and I just used a brush and the soap that I used for the car and just got into all of the little places that my hands are kind of hard to get into, like where the lug nuts are and all of that. Just kind of getting the edges and stuff with the brush, and then going over with the sponge that I have and getting the rims clean first and then doing the tire part after. And I only filmed one wheel because it's the same process on all four. So once I was able to get that done, I rinsed it off, again, gave the car a good rinse, and then I moved on to drying the car with a chamois and getting everything nice and clean and sparkling and pretty and dry. And she just turned out so good.
Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights in whatever can be found. 'Cause I've given in to all my demons lately. You know, might be easier just to let it go.
hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am sorry that I'm not able to give you a little bit more of an explanation as to what is going on here, but like I said, some things are just a little too personal for the internet, because the internet can be very, very aggressive and can be brutal sometimes. And in the state of mind that I'm in right now, I don't know how well I'd be able to handle anything like that. So I want to keep certain things a little bit more private. There might be a time down the road where I feel a little bit more comfortable opening up about certain situations like that. But I do try to keep my channel a little bit more happy and go lucky and just focused on cleaning and getting you guys motivated to do stuff. And the depression that I'm in, if I were to explain it right now, I don't know how long I would take to get out of that depression. And so I want to try to just keep this a little bit more upbeat, a little bit happy, because this is my escape. And so I just really hope that you guys can understand, and I hope you can still support me. Even though it's not going to be weekly videos, I'm going to do my damnedest to get you bi-weekly videos. So if you just stick around and you continue to support me, not only will it mean the world to me, but I will definitely put in the work for you to make sure that I get some videos out for you guys. And as a working mom, it's going to look a little different, but it's going to be just as good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you all for your support and for reaching out to me these last couple weeks to check on me. It means the world to me that strangers are wanting to know how I'm doing, because I just didn't show up for 2 weeks. So that really, really, really touched my heart, and I appreciate it more than you know. But I, again, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.